for me and not what fits the doctor. Even he thinks you can survive, but the survival rate with chemo radiation therapy is not high at all. So, but if we all have an illness, that means that we didn't listen to our body. We didn't listen to all the signals. So, why are we so afraid as soon we have like cancer? Oh, then it's like, I will die. Of course, we all will die in a certain moment, but you will not die tomorrow. So, and all these cancer patients, and then I asked, how did you do it? Yeah, you go to the doctor, have chemo, operation, radiation, then your cancer is gone. After half a year, within 2 years, the cancer is coming back. The same procedure happened. When you have like lung cancer, at a certain moment they can't operate you anymore because if you have no lungs, you will die. Anyhow, so then they say, then you wake up and say, oh, what have I done? Because I have now my body, my immune system is so low. What have I done to my body? And then they start to read, what can I do? And then they went to the Pimple Grove Clinic, get the intravenous vitamin C and vitamin B in high doses, and hopefully their immune system will pick it up. But during my 8 months breast cancer process, all these people, they died because the immune system, by the chemo, it's just the chemicals. Your body can't stand it. At a certain moment it's enough, and then your body says, yes, I can't cope, and you will die. So that was just happened within 2 hours when I came in to as soon as I discovered I had breast cancer. And then I said, okay, now I take high doses vitamins, minerals, start organic food, no meat, no fish, nothing. Now I start to do it my way, because I have always been the black sheep everywhere in the family. At home, I had an abusive upbringing, and it was never good enough. I thought, okay, I caused this illness, and I have to find out how I can get rid of my illness again. So I started to meditate, sometimes 8 times a day. I thought, oh, I'm very lazy. But I have such a busy life, so it was really good. And through all that meditation, I found myself, and my inner voice was getting stronger and stronger. I read books like Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, Deepak Chopra, and all kinds of Ian Gowler, probably you know it, all the books. And I find out through reading and also tuning in to myself what felt right for me. And my doctor was supporting me, and that was fantastic because she said, okay, yeah, it's your way. And so she supported me halfway, and then I swapped a doctor because she stopped her practicing. And then I discovered in the newspaper I could also do heat cancer therapy, that's galvano therapy, but I couldn't do it in Australia. It only was possible in Germany. So I went to an oncologist in Vienna. He took me to Bad Aibling in St. George's Clinic in Germany. And we did a galvano therapy. I don't know if you know about heat cancer therapy, but as soon you heat the tumor, then the tumor is burning, but the rest of the tissue is not damaged at all. But as soon when your tumor is burned, it can't grow anymore. So that's why it's so important for pregnant women, instead of doing chemo therapy, do heat cancer therapy, because it's non-toxic treatment. So then it's not making a choice between you and your baby. So, but it's still not. It is possible in Australia. I have cards. I can, if you come to me afterwards, I can give you a card. But they are still not allowed to call it heat cancer therapy, and that's in Coomera. That's Andreas Mazzini. And and you can go to him. He is doing. Then you have a second opinion, and then it's not only chemo, operation, or radiation therapy, and then you can decide for yourself what feels right for you, which kind of therapy feels right for you. And that is the problem, that we are not allowed to, as soon as we come in the doctor's office, he is taking over your body, and he says, this is what, I know what is best for you, chemo, operation, radiation therapy. And I went on, after a couple of months, I did my meditation and all my treatments. I went to a specialist for a biopsy, and I saw him, and I said, I have breast cancer. So he didn't look in my papers. Oh yes, he said, yeah, you have breast cancer. You know what? Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock you get operated. I said, oh, but I have no time for that. And he looked at me because I promised my doctor I would not tell the oncologist what I was doing. Because in 1994 it was not on that you could choose your own therapy when you have cancer. So I said, I have no time for that, and I wouldn't talk about all the things I did already, the meditation, food, and so on, vitamins and minerals. And then he said, okay, next week, Friday at 10 o'clock. I said, no, I have to talk to my doctor first. He took the phone, phoned my doctor, put the phone down. He said, your doctor said it's okay. Next Friday at 10 o'clock, you get operated. I said, yes, and a mastectomy. Yes, he said, and I said, you take some lymph nodes out. Yes, he said, and chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Yes, he said, oh, you know it all. I said, you know what? Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I take off your balls. And he jumped with his chair onto the back of the wall, and he looked at me like, what is this? Everybody wants to have it operated straight away. And she says, no, thank you very much. That's not possible. I said, you know, that's your problem. As soon as I come in, you take over the body, and I have only to say yes and amen, because you know what is best for me. You don't ask what feels right for me. That's out of the question. That's not possible. You take over my body, and that's it. I said, now you know how it feels. You're not just taking off, do a mastectomy. It feels the same for women when they have a breast operation done, that you take the balls off tomorrow. And he was like, you know, I could kill that lady. So he did the biopsy so rough, so he was like, could feel his anger, because I'm also psychic. I thought, okay, so I could stabilize myself and not feel the pain, and let him do it. And I said, can you please send me the results afterwards? He never did, because, and then I left the room and I kicked the door in my hand. She said, if you don't do what I'm telling you, I said, oh what? You will be dead within 2 years. I said, okay. Oh, let's see what happens. Who knows? Are you psychic? So you know my life will end after 2 years? Fine. But you know what? I like to have 2 wonderful years instead of having the chemo, losing my hair, my immune system is low, I can't go to shoppings anymore, my food is not tasting anymore. I mean, what is life quality? That's, if you hear all these stories, there is no quality of life. It's terrible what all these people go through. And I said to myself, you're not going through all that. Okay, when I have to die, then I have to die. After that, so I went straight away to my doctor, and I was so angry. I said to her, what have you said? You say he can do the operation next week. She said, no, I didn't say it yet. So I said, that's how specialists, they take over the power of the patients, and you have to do what they're telling you. They will not take no for an answer, and that is very sad, that we are not allowed to do and follow our own instinct, what feels right for us. Because they are not, the studies is the doctor knows best, he knows what is good for you, and he takes over your body. And we have to really learn to listen to gone. So with cancer you have some time and you can allow yourself to shop around, dare to shop around and find a therapy, even chemotherapy, if it feels right for you. Lots of people come to me and say, yeah, you know, what can I do? Find out what feels right for you. If it's chemo, that's fine, but then you have to, it has to feel right for you for 100%. That is the problem. And with doctors and specialists, yeah, they don't allow you. They have not, in their education, they didn't study that people also have emotions, and that emotions have lots to do with all kinds of illnesses. They cause all kinds of illnesses. So I went to Germany for the Galvano therapy. I've done 3 treatments, and that went very well. And I had cancer in April, and in December I went for my general intravenous and subcutaneous. Oh, you have to see the doctor first. I said, oh, why? He said, yeah, you have to see the doctor first. So I went in the office of the doctor and she said, guess what? Your T cells are back to normal and your cancer is gone. I said, oh, what? Because I was not busy with my cancer. I was just busy by finding treatments that felt right for me. And I didn't think of surviving, but suddenly, so I was so surprised, oh, it's gone. Oh, no, I have to find another hobby because I was so interested in reading books and find all kinds of other therapies for cancer. But then we moved back to Holland because my husband, he has to get a job back in Holland. And when I came with my story, I can tell you, nobody wanted to hear it. Even Pink Ribbon called me a liar. Every year in October, I was writing about reacting in Pink Ribbon, and they said, oh, you are a liar. You can't get rid of your cancer with no chemo, no operation, no radiation, just with vitamins and minerals and meditation. That's not possible. So I'm very pleased that I can do my talk today and share it with you.